Hey, good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. And I'm so happy today, guys, I could present to you one of the first 2023's Freightliner M2112s on the market as a custom hauler. So I want to welcome you guys to this video today. We're going to take a quick look around this unit. Previously, I had a customer interested in this unit. We did add a couple of add-ons to this one. But for some reason, the build took a little bit too long for him. So we decided to part ways on this particular truck for him. But this one is available on the market. But we're going to talk about this unit, talk about some of the, the pluses on the 112s. So let's take a quick look here, guys. It's a beautiful truck. And I want to thank our conversion company for getting this done as quick as they could. This one has been for our shop and everything is ready to go. So you could call me today and drive off this lot with this unit today. So M2112 Summit Hauler. What are you looking at? You're looking at one of the toughest vehicles out there. We're looking at the front end here. We do have the Summit Hauler grille. And as you guys can see, it's a little bit different from our 106s. It is a bigger grille because it needs more air intake into that huge engine behind this hood. Of course, we got that three-piece bumper. Again, we got that skirt underneath that bumper to match the color of the unit. And that white and chrome mixture does look super fancy. And of course, with the latest of the 21s to the 22s, and of course the 23s, you have the LED headlamps. Again, you can buy this for your any other Freightliner you have, because majority of them will fit. So if you want to switch off your regular lights to the LEDs, you could simply order those lights and put it in. Again, it does come standard with the 23s. So we're gonna open up that hood. And again, we want to thank the C9 company also for doing our grills. All right, so right now we're looking at the engine. What you guys are looking at is the DD13 Detroit Diesel DD13. It is a 12.8 liter engine, and it's also partnered with the Allison 4000 TRV 6-speed automatic transmission. This unit will produce about 505 horsepower and about 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Again, very beautiful engine, tons of power. With this being said, if you guys look a little bit closer above the engine, you'll see a lamp on there. This is a utility lamp. There is a switch inside the cab that will turn this lamp on. So in case you need to work on this vehicle at night, you turn this light on and it's super bright. Again, everything inside there is clearly labeled. We've ran through everything, make sure there's no leaks. Everything is topped off. And of course, another thing we do too, we go ahead and put those auto balancers into our tire wells. And we do have front and rear auto balancers. And it's sitting on those tires, 275/80 R22.5 Michelin tires. We're going to go on the other side. Typically you find the tow hooks coming on the 106s already installed, but because of the design of that truck, the tow hooks will be located near the window washer wiper fluid on its own little stand. So if in case you guys ever need to use that, you simply unscrew this up and then you put it into the insert down here. It does have a spring that you put in, twist, and you have those tow hooks available for you. Again, very easy to close the hood. Nice soft close. Again, with the safety feature behind this, if in case you're working behind this hood and a strong wind comes, it doesn't just slam on you, it will slowly close. So it'll give you enough time to get out of the way. So we had to modify this truck a little bit because typically you find the def tank and the fuel tank located right here. And because of the height of the fuel tank and the def tank, we had to design a different step to this one. But with this particular 23, it came with a lower and a bigger fuel tank, and our def tank was relocated to the back end here. So underneath here we got 3 batteries, and underneath we got, like our 106s, we built this little door that locks. And right now what you guys are looking at is a 100-gallon tank located on the driver's side. And then we have a 50-gallon tank located on the passenger side. So this unit carries about 150 gallons of diesel. So enough diesel to take you throughout your whole trip, maybe stop once depending on where you're going. Again, and with these boxes, they are lockable. You do have your engine block heater, which comes standard. And of course, you got your Norco trickle charger for your batteries on the back end of this step. Again, with the lighting throughout this unit, I turned those on. I'm sure you guys could see that on this video. And then right above here, beginning of our bed, we have a 13-gallon def tank. And again, all that is filled up, and the 150 gallon of diesel will be filled up as well. Let's take a look at the back seat. And for this one, I want to go inside with it. So now I'll follow you. So as you guys can see entering this unit, you can see DVD headrest screens. And there is 2. And if you continue going inside, I just want to turn this on and kind of show you guys a little bit about this unit. So again, for all those people who will be having passengers with them and want entertainment, this is an Android screen. So with that, you will need some type of internet connection for this one if you want to use the different applications. So you do have Google Chrome, and you do have access to Google Play Store. So you could actually download a bunch of apps if you so wish on this screen. Again, you have different apps like Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, whatever the case may be. You could go into Google Play, create an account if in case you don't have the Android. Create an account with Google, put in a card, and again, get a Wi-Fi hotspot. You could use your phone or one of those travel hotspots for this tablet. If in case you're not using it with the internet, you can actually install a SD card, or you could connect to the HDMI cable with a portable DVD player if you guys still use the disc. So you could plug in your HDMI cable in here, and then we do have 110 plugins here as well. So if you want to power up your DVD player via 110, or you could go to a 12-volt plug-in on your DVD player and then connect straight to there. So this is a cool little feature, especially everybody has smartphones nowadays and all that technology, so you could actually have a bigger screen here with your regular Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all that different options on this screen. So again, we do have dual screens on both sides, so they do come with infrared headphones. So each passenger could watch their own program, or they could share the screen and have the same program playing at the same time. You can add additional headphones. Again, it is infrared, so once you have that infrared capability on those headphones, you could just plug it into any of those screens. So that's one of the add-ons to this. Looking at the roof, you guys have seen this one before, but for all those who haven't seen it, we have that awesome lighting on top here. Gives that infinity look. Really cool at night, especially when you drive in the dark. This really pops really nice. The switches for that are right here. And then you do have 2 reading lights, and one of those switches here will turn on those reading lights when all the doors are closed. We got cup holders over here. We got nice little storage behind the seats. And I never really point that out on our videos, but it's kind of cool that those pockets behind those seats are available for your passengers. Again, though, that bench does turn into a bed. And again, this is Really comfortable leather, nice and soft. Again, once this converts into a bed, you have enough space to sleep 2 people or even 3 little bodies on here as well. So let's continue outside and take a look. The switch for that bed will be located on that door as you come out. And of course, we got speakers on all 4 doors, and those are the Kenwood speakers. And it does have a subwoofer underneath that back bench. When it comes to storage, we do have similar boxes on each side, so we got tons of storage here. And with this particular storage box, we have an air line. So if you want to plug in an air hose, put air in your tires, put air in anything that needs air, you have that option here. So we did add an extra storage box up top. Nice used storage box. Does have keys to lock your personal items in there as well. When it comes to the back end here, we got a nice little storage box in there as well. Again, it does have that weather strip here, so no water could enter there and damage your personal items. All doors are lockable, so you could put all those in place and lock it up. Again, those LED lights throughout the unit is pretty awesome. Again, the design of the back end of the bed, one thing I like about it is that trough, that little area to back into your trailer without having to hit the bed, having to jump over and go down into the hitch and go in. So this makes it awesome and easy to push your trailer through. Again, we have the option right now for a gooseneck ball or a 5th wheel hitch. So whatever you guys decide you want on this particular bed of the truck, let us know in advance. We have the parts and the guys to do it right here at this location. So if you guys call me today and be like, hey, I need a Hensley 5th wheel hitch, we have in stock. We got the guys ready to put it in. Again, you do have the option for airlines. This one is pre-plumbed for if you have a trailer with air. The glide hands are located behind this plate right here. Again, I have a customer that is really interested in this truck, so I wanted to point out to him, or even to you guys, we will typically install those glide hands directly right here. So you'll have the red and blue located right here, so it's very easy to just hook onto your airlines and then of course plug in your 7-pin trailer. So it's up to you where you want it, but that's typically the place where we would install those glide hands. The Voyager camera system is an awesome system. It's separate from your normal stereo. It does have a separate screen. It does come with 1 camera, but there is a way of adding more cameras to the unit. I've had customers in the past where we put a camera up here so he can see the bumper pull hitch and then connect it to that extension on the back end here. So you could add an additional 3 cameras to that system. So in a total of 4 cameras could be installed on this truck. Again, these outer lights or inner lights you would say, and then the 2 up there, there is a switch inside that will turn those on separately from the rest of the lights. So that's why you're not seeing those on right now. So when you turn that switch on, those lights will come on. Another way to turn those lights on is if you put it in reverse. If you put it in reverse, all 4 lights will turn on. In your light test, you will come out, those lights will not blink. You will have to turn on that optional switch inside to turn those lights on. So that's a way to look at that. Again, you do have your bumper pull hitch. And something I haven't mentioned in a while is a counterweight we put on our trucks. We do have a counterweight behind this bed that actually helps with the back end of that truck, especially when you're not towing anything. You do have that extra weight in the back. And another thing we do is we build those beds with aluminum instead of steel. So nice and light with that counterweight to give you that smoother ride. Again, dual tires in the back, same size as the front, 275/80 R22.5s, and of course you do have those auto balancers in the back end as well. I think Transwest have done an amazing job when it comes to our Summit haulers, and we've had tons of interest in that. And again, we've been out since 2006, like I mentioned before. So as we go on, we just make things a little bit better and better and better. And of course, this is where the extra 50-gallon tank is. So 150 gallons, guys. I'm impressed with adding that extra 50 gallons to this truck. Typically you have 50 on each side, so I kind of like that. So let's jump inside. I kind of spoke about all the stuff outside, so let's jump inside. If I can get these doors open. All right, it's open. So we're gonna take a look inside. As you guys come inside, you'll see those screens again. It does have that carbon fiber texture dip throughout the truck, which makes it super awesome. That look does really pop the inside of that truck. The front seats, you can see they're a little wider than the normal ones. Gives you that hug when you sit down on this seat. This one does come equipped with heated seats, and of course, guys, massage seats as well. So this one does come with massage seats. This is the remote for that. You have different options from your lower back all the way to the top. So this one, the both front seats are massage seats. You do have those hand rests here. They are adjustable. There's a little wheel in here that allows it to adjust the height. And of course, if you want to lay back when you kind of just waiting and just want to take a quick rest, these front seats, they all go back like this. And of course, you could rest there for a few hours, or if you want, you could lay down that back seat for the bed and lay down in here. Again, when it comes to all the different switches on that dash, again, you guys might be all over the place, but again, it's super easy to point out a lot of things here. So this is your cruise control. You do have a switch to turn that on, and then you're going to set it, and then you could accelerate just by a push of a button. So if you want to cancel that, you press it down, it cancels it, and then you just turn that off to turn off the whole system. You do have a manual regen button, and again, that's for service purposes. This truck does it automatically. You do have a rear differential lock switch. It's a little bit behind the screen, so hopefully you guys see it. If not, it is behind the screen. Heated mirrors. You got a marker light here. You turn that switch on, it will blink your lights, kind of tell your fellow truckers thank you or whatever, hello. You do have your traction control switch. Power windows, you got 4 of them, so the driver will have all 4 switches up front, and then each door has their own switch for their own window. This is a light for your cargo light, so those 4 lights I was showing you guys earlier, that will turn on when you put it in reverse. If you want to turn it on at night, you would put that cargo switch on. It does have a rear dump. If you turn that switch on, it will dump the air on the rear suspension to be able to back into your trailer a little bit easier instead of having to jack up your trailer too high. And then once you're done with your trailer, you could actually turn the switch back off. You'll hear that beeping sound stop. So that's an indication that your air suspension is down. So it's not good at all to drive with your air suspension empty. So that alert will let you know that you don't have air in your air suspension, so don't drive off. Once you're done, you turn that switch on, all the air will go back. You do have a spotlight and a utility lamp. That utility lamp switch is that light I showed you guys earlier in the engine. The light test switch, that's a switch you'll turn on. When I turn that switch on, the stereo will turn off. You will hear this countdown. Once you hear this, then all the lights outside will be blinking at this time. So right now, all the lights outside will be blinking, so you will go out and ensure that all your lights are in working condition. You can see if anyone's burned out, and if they are, you'll be able to mark it and then switch it out later. Once you're done, you come back into the vehicle. You need to turn that switch back off. Everything will come back to life, your stereo, and everything will be back to normal. and you guys could have heard the difference with the engine and the interior. It does have a couple, well, 4 USB plugins up here for charging only. If you want Apple and Android capability, you have to plug in through this system down here, and it will go directly to your Stinger stereo sound system. With the Stinger stereo sound system, it does come with navigation. And again, this is a brand new truck, so it is not set up to the customer's preference yet. So I will leave it as is until the customer decides to create his or her own profile. Air brakes. This truck is fully air brakes, and it is on disc, brake disc, air brake disc, and then of course your air trailer for your glide hands, and for your air trailer, this is the pre-plumbed switch for that. All your AC controls down here. This one does come with rear AC and heat, so this is the switches for that over here. The blue turn on will turn on your cold air, and the red will turn on your heat. And then right next to it is a fan switch, which has high, medium, and low mode. When you put it in the center with all the lights off, that means that's rear AC and heat is off. Over here you have your engine brake. So you have a low and a high setting, and center is off. Your Allison 6-speed automatic transmission. And again, previously we showed you guys how to check your transmission life and all that. By pressing the minus and plus together, you will actually see your oil temperature, your oil life, your transmission, your filters are okay, and your transmission health is okay as well. There's no codes on this truck. Again, we ensure there's nothing like that when those trucks come in. And of course, that's the way to kind of, check those stuff out. And back to neutral. Tons of storage, cup holders, and storage compartment over here with a LED light here. So this truck only has 826 miles, which is pretty impressive for a brand new Freightliner, especially having all those test drives coming from the factory to the conversion company. So if you guys are interested in this unit or have any questions, feel free. There is a link below. We'll be putting some photos online today since it just came out from the shop yesterday. We'll put some photos online today. Prices online as well. Again, with a brand new 112, there is a 12% FET tax onto that list price. So the way Transwest do it, we put FET included in the price of the vehicle online. So if you guys see the price, it does include that 12% FET tax. So keep that in mind when you see the price. 12% of the list price will be added to the overall price of the vehicle. So online, 12% is already included. So my number here is 303-684-3412, or you could call or text me on my cell at 661-755-4344, or you guys could also email me at marlon.bledman@transwest.com if you guys want any more information, want to come in and test drive, want to look at this unit. It is available as we speak. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another video. So this has been our 2023 Freightliner M2112 Summit Haul conversion, first one on the market. Thank you very much.